Monica, Grayley, up to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I will start. I have actually 2 notes for you, and then we will be done for a long weekend. But before, the President of the General Assembly will conclude her official visit to Bolivia this evening, joining a march to promote gender equality in La Paz. Ms. María Fernanda Espinosa will walk side by side with the President of Bolivia, His Excellency Evo Morales, to tackle violence against women and feminicide. The march will leave from La Paz Central Square, called Plaza Murillo. The PGA will later take part in a state dinner offered by President Morales in her honor. Mrs. Espinosa is visiting Bolivia at the invitation of the government. At her arrival, she was received by the country's foreign minister, His Excellency Mr. Pary Rodríguez, whom she commended for his firm defense of the indigenous peoples and of multilateralism. She also met Bolivia's Vice President, His Excellency Mr. Álvaro García Linera. Both leaders discussed the crucial role women play in decision-making processes and in building a better world. The PJ spoke to students on current global challenges and the 2030 agenda at University Católica Boliviana, where she also met members of the UN country team. And this morning she's having a meeting with all UN heads of funds and agencies in Bolivia. Ms. Espinosa and her delegation will return to New York tomorrow, 10th of August. More information on our website or on the PGA's Twitter account, which is UN_PGA. And the President of the General Assembly is spending the International Day of Indigenous Peoples in Bolivia. As we know, before leaving on her official trip, Ms. Espinosa recorded a video message to mark the International Day, which was delivered this morning at the commemorative event in the ECOSOC chamber. The PJ highlighted that this year, the International Day coincides with the International Year of Indigenous Languages. She stressed that languages are not only means of communications, but also unique ways of experiencing and understanding the world, to assert one's identity and sense of belonging, as well as providing channels to pass on culture, history, values, and the connection that indigenous peoples have with nature. Ms. Espinosa said that indigenous languages must be protected and their usage must be promoted. There are currently 7,000 languages in the world, and approximately 4,000 of them are spoken by indigenous peoples. About 4 out of 10 indigenous languages are under risk of disappearing. For the GA leader, the survival of indigenous people, men and women, is interlinked with the survival of their own languages. In her message, the PJ also mentioned other challenges still being faced by indigenous peoples, such as poverty, exclusion, lack of access to land, racism, discrimination, and the effects of climate change. And as Steph said, next week, starting on Tuesday, we will continue our briefings here, Tuesday to Friday at 12 p.m., so we'll be here a little bit earlier than every day. And also, on behalf of the PGA, I would like to wish Widad Franco all the best for her future and also thank her for her excellent service. Thank you very much. This is all from us today. Do you have anything else? If not, have a wonderful long weekend. I see you on Tuesday. Thanks.